Okay, this video is going to be about the rest of the stuff I haven't shown that I'm going to be carrying in my backpack. This is all the odds and ends and stuff that you got to carry it with you to some degree. So I'm just going to run through this real quick. Up here is the toilet paper with hand sanitizer, a little tiny bottle inside. And this is my first aid bag that I'll have just my, some ointments, a sewing kit somehow ended up in there, and some other ibuprofen and things like that. Nothing special. I will be bringing a can cooler with me. Somehow I think I'm going to be using that. And here's my body and wash towel that I'm going to be bringing. One little packet of tissues to keep in my pocket. My bear bag hanging apparatus is a little clip and 50-foot of cord in there. I think that should be sufficient. And tips for my poles, because I'll be hiking with poles, because I need poles to hopefully help my knees, and that's what I'm using to hold my tent together with when I set it up. And an extra clip here and some rope. And down here I also have just some pretty sturdy string that, I don't know, it might come in handy if I need it. So it doesn't weigh hardly anything, so I'm going with that. And this is a head net in case I want to sleep out on the outside and I don't want to have the bugs crawling over my face. So that was pretty cheap where I got that. Then also there's a whistle and a compass and a what was on the back of this? A thermometer. Yeah, whoops, thermometer. Then you have your eyeglass cleaners, because this is like the magic towel. It works really well. My pack cover, and this is my personal hygiene kit with the soap and what few times I plan on shaving, toothbrush, the regular stuff that you use every morning. And some moleskins in there. And then there's a little lighter. I have 2 little lighters and a box of matches that'll light under any condition. And I tried them. I soaked them, did whatever, and those things, they lit. So here's my knife, which is a little Leatherman that has all the little apparatuses, but you're not going to do much with it, so you don't want to overdo it. This little clip is what I'm using on my tent, and I figured 1 spare would be fine. I can get by tying knots, but those things are pretty darn handy. Some safety pins, some eye bolts, 1 piece of Velcro, some wire ties, and this is the repair kit for the tent, or my sleeping pad will work for that. Some tweezers and earplugs and a mini light. This is my backup light, and there's not much to it, but I think I could get by for a couple days until I got somewhere else when my main headlight crashed and burned, if that would so happen. And this is the spork that everybody has, and my $2 knife that is basically a big butter knife. It's got an edge on it, but it's not going to get me very far. And then this is my light. This is a Viz light. It's supposed to be 140 looms, and it works pretty darn good outside. I've had it out at night, and that thing cranks out some serious lumens. And then, of course, I took this, cut it into 3, the trail guide, and I've bought 2 others, and this one was by far the best. And a pen that'll write supposedly under any circumstances, so sign in log books and whatever else I might want to do. And some empty storage bags. And I guess the last thing here is this is going to be my electronic kits that I'll call it. This is the phone I'll be using, and this thing here is a charging stick I guess I don't know what they really call them, but my old phone, it would have 3 charges in it, and it weighs like 3 ounces or something like that. So I figured that would be pretty nice if I could have 1 charge in the phone and 3 in the stick. Then that would give me 4 charges and I think I could be able to listen to some music and still have phone service and or batteries charging for calling whatever could be important. And that's the charging cord. And besides that, nope, I guess over here is the my water system. I'm using a 2-liter platypus bag with 2 other water bags, or water bottles, excuse me. And I'm using this come out of a just a little filter system that plugs into my platypus bag, and an on and off switch here. If you push it and pull it, it'll stop and start the water. And I went with that because I'm not a fan of the bite valves. I just can't see biting on this thing for 6 months. So I changed that option out. And this thing here, that filter, actually came out of this bottle. Oops, there it is upside down, but it came out of this bottle, and I did not come up with the idea on how to do this. I can't remember the guy's name. Video. He put a video on and he showed how to do this thing, and I kind of altered it slightly to fit what I think I want, and it looks like it's going to work sweet. So if there's anything else on here, and these things here are the scales I used. The silver one on the left will weigh to 7 pounds and weighs in ounces and grams, and the other one is a suitcase scale, so you can hang your bags on it, whatever. So, and that's what I was using when I had my bag completely full, to convince me that adding up all the other things individually equaled what came up in the end. So that worked out well. Okay, so I think that is it for everything that I have in my bag.